I don't know if I am hearable, but I think so. What I want to create, I can't really create that here with this home science. Okay, what I want to create is an not like this, definitely not like this. I have a few of a resort in an area where we don't have tropics. Okay, in Germany. Okay, I have a few of a tropical area under a dome, a resort under a dome with a lot of tropical nature and a swimming pool, what is like a beach, and more swimming pools for kids, and with maybe with some slides and things, and on top of it with a lot of nature and maybe even some birdies. That is why I put that little thing in there with some birdies in there, right? To once in a while, and maybe some other little creatures what are allowed to be in there and are not poisoning and won't bother anybody, because they are living in the tropical areas and they don't do much. However, so little things, and the point here is I want to have an extra. I want to have that with the pool extra, and then I want to have another pool extra for the kids next to it that they can go over and go to the kids area. But what I still want is I want to have a whole tropical area where I have little houses in there, where I have like little houses in there, right? I have little houses in there. And with these little houses, that is like a resort where people can stay like in a hotel. It's they can stay in there like in a hotel, but with the tropical view and like a beach view to it, and the whole area is built out as it would be a tropical area, and like you have little bungalows. Plus, I want to have a whole area on top of it with a lot of different bars from there to other sides to the other side bars. And I want to have another area where you can have a discotheque too, right? Then another area where you can make some nice events. And then I have the whole other place outside build out to all kinds of places and structures, right? And streets with tropical view as well, with a tropical view, but with streets with a tropical view too, but it's not from the inside under the dome and under that. No, it's outside, and it maybe have a dome over it too in a way. But the dome, it should be possible be to be scrolled down in the summer and to be scrolled up back in the winter, or if it rains and it's rainy days, that you can scroll it up and that you can scroll it back down when you have beautiful days. Just in the dome where you have little birdies in there, and that's not gonna be the case. Right? If you put a little bit of few birds, because the dome is gonna stay the dome. Otherwise, it should be like that. So I want to have the view I want to have is have a whole area and a park dome over it, and all for restaurants in there too. Other locations, other the whole area outside the main dome, but still under a dome, still under in a tropical way, everything in a tropical way, but for more locations. So the city's people who have make events, who the city's people who make events, and the city's people who have discotheques, restaurants, right, or bars, right, or other things rent a rent a nice location there too, right? And can put that there too. And then we have an area where we have a lot of people always going on a day, right? And in the night, right? In the night, they can have party time all together. Everybody can go in a different discotheque. If different people, not just I have a discotheque, no other people have a other discotheque too. If they rent the location by me, right? They can rent a location and then they can put their discotheque within there, right? So then, if we have more people doing that, we would have a whole area a whole area full of bars, discotheques, different discotheques from A to Z, hip hop, R&B, soul, German, other language types. Then some maybe some even some people like Schlager. I'm more hip hop, but and some other more techno or that schranz or how they call it or house they call it. All kinds of different people. Okay, in bars. People just go out to the restaurant, eat something, to one restaurant, and everything is in an area where you even can stand things outside. You have a location. That means you have something where you go inside to eat or inside, and you still have an outside view with a tropical view where you can stand as a restaurant or a bar. You can stand some or like a pub. You even can stand some stuff outside that people can sit outside. Same as for the other discotheques in the area, they can do that too. And you have a tropical view outside of it. Okay? The point is, it is kind of under a dome, yes, but it is still not. It's still not bothering you. Okay? It's something good. Okay, and if you have everything in the area, I mean, over here by me, over here right now, these people have a lot of locations already where they are going and having their location there. But if all these people, okay, some of them are gonna stay where they are because they are there. But if something like that can be built, let's bet how much of these people will move over there because we're gonna have a whole area full of that, and that is more income at first. That's more income. At second, we have an area where we can say, this is the main area for going out for in the night and on the day, right? In the night and on the day, okay? And if you build it in an area where nobody is disturbed due that loud events, that's a good thing. I mean, discotheques are in the inside, so you're not going to hear it to the outside. Maybe a little bit you're going to hear, right? But not to the next one because it's inside. It's a lot of electricity there too. Yeah, because usually a lot of electricity goes out. Because if I put on a dome too, I put some sun. I put some solar, not some, yes, solar panels anyways too. But that it does not cost too much electricity, right? That you can have the solar panels doing that. But some sunny, shiny that you even can get brown. Get it? Some sunlight. Even we have sunlight, some sunlight that you even can get brown when you are on a beach. You get it? Even some sunlight. You can fix some sunlight on the stuff that you can lay down and you can even can get brown. I mean, it does not. It's not allowed to be so much, right? As usual, because you don't want to have the people sitting down and getting sunburns from it. But it is possible. So, and then having a location like all kinds of little houses in between tropical things. And then you have an entrance. You have an entrance over here. Wait up. Where is the door? Wait a minute. Let's have a door. Let's have a door entrance. Okay, let's just have a door entrance. What I'm talking about is with something good. I need a me person. I don't have that. To be honest, I don't have that. But let's take this door. Right. Let's just take this door. Okay. Let's just take this door and we'll do this now. Let's make it big, big. Let's make it big. Okay. Let's just make door. If we have all the location over here in a way, another location, a big and high too. High and buildings are high. The dome needs to go over there, right? High. So if we have this over here like this, then we have another one over here like have another one going like, let's just another one here somewhere. No. Right, right. So the point is, we have all kinds of little here, little over here, and a little over here. They go here. There's something bigger, right? And the point is, these things can run daily. They don't need to run just Friday, Saturday, Sunday. No, Friday, Saturday. They can run every day. That means every day there can be party for the night life people, and every day people can go on the day, even sometimes maybe that discotheques maybe even do little things for party for kids, right? Not for kids, but for teens, who are not allowed to go in the night. Plus all the restaurants over there on the day and in the night. So there's gonna be nightlife and day life, and that is a lot of money coming in too. And if somebody wants to have a vacation and there's a resort as well with bungalows, they can go on a vacation over there too to have a vacation. And if you have a hotel and not just the bungalows, and you put next to it, you put a hotel too, right? Over here you put bungalows, and then you build another one next to it with a high tower or something with a bungalow with hotel rooms. The people have something, right? The people have something from that. Plus, the people who want to go swimming and go to the beach and don't want to have a resort vacation, right? And just want to go swimming out of the city or from somewhere else. They come travel to come to come to the pool. As usual, not just one pool in there. And this should not just be a small area like this. Because if I show you now which area I mean here in Germany, it's something else. I think I can't really do this over here. I don't have the stuff I need to do this over here. I'm trying it, but this does not function over here. This is not what I think over here is. Okay, this is I'm trying, but a more pool and a wave pool with a beach and other pools for kids and other pools and with slides and all kinds of things. What we have anyways already. What I can show you the area I mean, and you know how big. I go on. I'm gonna check somebody. Yeah. So we go and we have over here. I am by Nuremberg in Germany. It's Nuremberg in Germany right now. But wait a minute, these people over here, we have a lot of nightlife people here, but they seem to not want to go and do something for themselves. To be honest, they seem kind of retarded, not understanding the world, being behind their bushes, not understanding that people need life to live life. You need some life and some adventure and some. So over here we have a spot. Okay, we are back here. I told them already they could put the Siemens back. They're not doing it. Doesn't matter. We have a spot in here. So over here, if the Siemens does not go, this would be a better thing to do. There is a there is a tram station going over here. Tram station The tram station goes through the whole city. Trams go through the whole city. Over here, it goes over here. Right? The tram just needs to be built out to go a little bit further, right? And to go in. Then all this area over here, before the autobahn, the highway, before the highway starts, all this area can be taken for all that area can be taken for that. This whole area is not gonna, that is not gonna, this area is not gonna harm anybody by the area being taken, being built out to that, and making a tropical view over there with a dome and everything. It's gonna be bigger. If you put that over here, it's even gonna be bigger than that little townie over here. Okay, and that's a good thing. I mean, you don't even need to take so much. Look at that little town here. You see that little town on the little side? And look at this. If you take a little piece like this, it's enough already, right? You can take a little piece. If you take the whole piece, what do you can make out of it? If you take the whole piece, what can you make out of it? You don't need to take it. You don't need to even take so much. You can just take, go in, let the thing drive in here, the tram get evolved to develop, build till here, and to go in to have a station straight over. Then, I mean, even the Siemens, I told the Siemens they can go back there too. They could go back there too, and it's no problem. Even then, still somebody can build something back there. And if you take a whole look at this area, this is not small, right? This is not small. If you put a really big, large resort there, right? A large resort, right? How I mean it, my large resort, how I think about it with tropics and with the beach view inside and the dome and bars and everything, and plus on the outside a whole area, plus on the outside a whole area full of other locations with tropical view too, in a nice way that you even have ways to walk. Like streets to walk inside the dome, like it looks like it's like a tropical. You need to put a dome over it because the point over here, if you want to have something tropical in Germany, you need to put a dome over. Otherwise, you're not going to get it. You can't hold the tropics stable, okay? Because this is not a tropical area, and it gets cold in the winter. So you need to put a dome over it. But the moment you put a dome over it, it's going to be tropics in there, but it's still going to seem like a city. But it's going to be a city for events, locations. Other people can put concerts up right on the area. Other people can put their rent a location and have a restaurant in there. You know, other people can rent a location and have their discotheque in there. But by building it already to say, oh, let's build so and so so much discotheque locations without them knowing, right? Without these people knowing. Let's build so and so much disco locations in there as well. So and so much restaurants as well that they look good. So much bars that they look good, and so much pubs or whatever in that way that they look good. Okay, and maybe outside a little tiny pool too. A little one there, and a little one there, and a little one there where people can hop in. Okay, so that is and then when it's done, it's the whole resort. Then when it's done, it's the whole resort. And whoever comes to me then and asks, I want to rent this one because that's free because I put it on the market that it's to rent, that they can put a location in. These people can decide, whoever wants to decide to put their shop, their restaurant, their pub, or their discotheque within. They can decide. And if they do that, that's more money income. Yeah, putting a pool in there needs to be clean. You need a dome too. Otherwise, you're gonna have stuff in there. Putting a resort in there that people can stay on a vacation too, and it's tropics plus a hotel that they can stay to. So that means when people go, and go nightlife and are drunk, they even can go in the hotel, or if they come from somewhere else to want to go out there, they can go in a hotel straight away there too. You can have some with a little bit higher amounts of rooms. How the rooms cost a little bit more. You can have some what cost a little bit less that other people who don't have so much money can afford that too. That's a big thing. And whoever wants to go in the resort with the tropical area and the beach, oh well, there's an entrance. There's an entrance, but it costs with the entrance for the big one. So, but the whole day is all together. So that would mean, yeah, who rent, these people who rent the whole, the people who rent the whole locations, right? What I put up and I give out, the ones I give them, right? They put it out and say somebody can put a discotheque in and who wants. Yeah, they are within my resort. So that is that is the thing. But the same thing, it is for the city as well, and it's not. It's even I say I want to build it because it should be my resort. It's still going to be something for the city as well, where if it does not have to do with the entrance normal towards the Dominated Sparkles Resort with a big beach and the bungalows and the tropical areas in another way like a jungle in there. Oh well, everything in that way. Otherwise, where the normal bars are, and the normal discotheques and all kinds of things like that. No, that's all gonna be an entrance where they can go in at any time. And with these little pools on the side somewhere in the middle of everything, even there's tropics too. But there's tropical areas too with green and grass too, and palm trees too, and bushes and jungle area in a small corner or in that corner of this too as well. But the point is they can go in there, and even they can jump in these pools too for free. Now, or maybe we make it it's not even just for free that they need to pay for the whole normal area. Maybe they need to pay a few euros or a few dollars for the normal area, and on top they need to pay if they go in a club or if they go in a restaurant they need to pay their food as usual. They don't need to pay. If they go in a pub they don't need to pay anything but their drinks. Or in a bar. But if they go in a discotheque, they need to pay the entrance on top of it. And if they go in the resort or in a hotel, they need to pay their room. If they want to go in the resort in the to get a bungalow and stay there, they need to pay the bungalow and their price to get their entrance into that resort. Otherwise, no. Otherwise, for the main hall, maybe 2 euros, 5 euros, or something. Not much, maybe 2 euros, just for entrance towards I mean, 2 euros is not much for that. That you at least say okay. Let's say 2 euros, and then at least say 2 euros for the main hall because if they go in something, I mean, if you have pools in there, I mean, you need to clean up too and if everybody storms in there and things. So we have pools in there anyway, so we can go over there too because we don't need to go in the big one. We can go in the small one too with these little pools. Oh well, then at least maybe an entrance of 2 euros, right? Or $2. At least the 2 euro entrance to say, or 1 euro or 150 or 2 euro to say, yeah, because of the area, because of cleaning, you want to check it out, you want to go, maybe you go in the pools, or otherwise, right? Or we have it normal and say whoever wants to go in the pool needs to get paid 2 euro. Whoever wants to go in the pool in the area needs to pay 2 euro extra to get a little bracelet, so we know they're about to go in the pool and register or something because it needs to be cleaned up too, right? And for the outside pools, when you make little outside, you make the main thing, then you make the other locations, and in between little tiny pools, not a big beach, not a big pool with slide, no, these little tiny pools, where maybe some people can go from the bar or from the discotheque. Even you don't know. You go outside, have a tropical. It's warm. It needs to be warm and moisture in there too because of the dome. It's possible. Sit there, maybe put your feet in the water, right? Maybe put their feet in the water, or maybe want to go swim. You know, having it tropical means they can walk around with a bathing suit if they want to. Okay, they can't walk around, but I mean, in the normal area, they should not walk around like that as usual. No, they should not. But they can. They could. They could. Making it tropical is a good thing. I mean, for people in the city, they have events. They can put a concert up in there. They can put a concert up to where else? Else. They can make events middle in the winter. They can have a nice. They themselves can even have a nice weekend. Everybody can have a nice weekend by going there. Everybody can have a nice day, a nice night every time for different things. It can be used for all kinds of things. It can be used because events and bars and discotheques and concert as well can be put up on and vacation and having a good time. That is all a good thing. And for Nuremberg over here or for any other city, it would be something beautiful. It does not matter over here or somewhere in the States or somewhere else. It would be something good because the people have something for it. Over here, that is not gonna bother anybody by all that loud noise of all people, all discotheques or loud and everything. It's not gonna bother anybody back. There's nobody living back. It's free. So, so I'm trying to do put a model over here, right? And I think, yeah, but I think something else because I think really, really big. I think big, and this is not what I think, and I'm trying, but this is definitely not. I mean a jungle. Okay, I mean a jungle in there, like it's just a subtropical, tropical jungle within it. Okay, really a subtropical tropical jungle within it, and that under a big, big, big dome as well, and with a lot of with wave and beach, yeah, and a lot of chairs and stuff where the people can do something in between, and bars in there too. But going due to another area where it's a lot of jungle and a lot of things too, but where you have little bungalows standing and you can go through like they would be in the woods or like they would be in the tropics. Okay, like they would be in the tropics and in there too, and all kinds of other things. Okay, this particular needs to be from outside to the outside that people can get into. But just because that they come in from the outside does not mean they come in a full resort. In that resort where these tropics are going on. The other this tropics with the beach and with this inside event, not event, the inside adventure. Okay, that's something else. From the outside, there are tropics. There should be tropical area too, and be moisture and everything, and all kinds of things, and a little bit of sand, and otherwise, and a way to walk normal. And then you have these little things, and then you say there's one, there's one, there's one, and there's a bar, and there's a bar. And then you have a little pool in between, or you have here a little pool in between, and there you have things again, and you walk away and whatever, and there's somebody has to club out the stuff, and there's something and there's a little pool again, a little tiny things. But people can put maybe a discotheque over here, maybe somebody can put a bar over here, it's just chairs outside, things like that. And people can walk through the whole area, but with a lot, not with this. I can't even do this over here because this is not even the size I need. This is about what I have this about on for 50 times. Oh no, on how much do I have it? I have it on 14. I have it on 14 meters times 14 meters times 14 meters times 14 meters times 14 meters. Yeah, it's 14 meters, almost 14 meters. So this is going about what one is about 30, 40 meters in diameter. Okay, this is not what I'm talking about because when I talk about things like that, this is definitely not 40 thing. I'm talking about a big subject and then a big subject on top of it for the other area. What belongs with to it, but where what belongs with to the subject, but where the people of Nuremberg can rent a location to put their own in while it's my resort, so that it is for the city as well. And if they don't want to rent, then I just put something in, and it's for the city as well because the people can get it. It's not for the city. I mean, it's for the city that the people have something for the city. It's something that the people have something for the city, but it's still mine. By the way, the police. By having a rent center like that to do something, the police has it easier to and security because you have one area. By the way, you can put a little a little house there for medical support too. There can be a little house made for medical support. If somebody's too drunk, something happened, if they got in a fight, they fell down, if they done this, you put a little house there for a little medical support as well. You can put a little house in there, little medical support house, or you just drive them to this school. It's not far. I can't get this. I can't. I'm trying. I was trying now, and I will go down. I can't. I'm trying. With this, no. Maybe I can draw it by hand. I can. By hand, I can. But on a computer, something else to show how to do that. By hand, I can draw. So, however, we have to break this down. I think differently than this looks like. And putting this up, I mean a dome, some kind of way, with glass that you can look out. You can look out, but I want something for the outside too that they can go out too. So I think differently about it. With the hand, I can draw it up with this thing. I have a problem, and that's why I'm talking right now, and that is why I will. That's why I will cut this off now too with the live stream because it was nonsense doing this. I can't do this with. I have the Home Design 3D. I have it from Steam. Do you know Steam? I have this from Steam. This is the Home Design 3D. I had the other one back then. It's different. Otherwise, I just can make it with a 3D model in another way. Make the model slowly. It needs too long. Like this, and yeah, I can't put a few, I can't put a few in your heads now because this, I'm just gonna cut up off the stream because this is not functioning how I want it. It's too small too, and I think more likely I need to draw it with my hand because with my hand I can draw what I need, right? And this just has that, has it just has it, right? And it's too small anyways. It's too small anyways. It's too small anyways. I need to do that with my hand, so I'm gonna cut this off. I'm just gonna save it now fast. And then I'm gonna turn this off. Right? I'm gonna turn this off. Right? I'm gonna leave it because this I need to draw it with a hand. This does not with this is something with that. Does not. But think about the area. Nah, nah, nah. That with the 3D, I wanted to make it with the 3D, but it's not functional. There are the things, the stuff is missing. What I need. The stuff is missing what I need. So if you have the thing going in, and it goes in here, it can go back and it can go around. And back. So you can have something like this, or you just can have it going from here, going from here, going in, going like this, and then having a hold over here, and having to build over here, the whole area out, but over here too, and having everything back here, the short, all these small little things everywhere with lines, and this, this. Okay. everything. Okay, I can't do this. This is something big. This is something big. But I don't have the money. I can't do it. I can't do it anyways. The only thing I had possibility is to ask the city if they want to. But with that, I can have it in on my name. Right? As it is Illuminated Sparkles is Illuminated Sparkles Resort. And if I think about Illuminated Sparkles Resort, and I think about Illuminated Sparkles Resort, but then again, it's the same. At the same point it is for the city as well because the city has something new. The people go in there, and these people can use it themselves for their events too. Um, for from the city, they can use it for their events too. They can use it for concerts too. A lot of people get hired. Other discotheques can use it for the police. It's better too. You can make a little medical area there too, so it's for the police better if people get in fights because of discos in the nightlife or on the day or otherwise. It's better to have the surrounding in another way clean and nice, and plus it has tropics. Plus, you can make a vacation. I mean, everybody can go over there, not just nightlife, right? Or discotheque life. No, other people who have a normal one restaurant, if German, if Mexican, if even some Caribbean, or if some other restaurant, food, and other things. Everybody can go over there. So the police has it easier too. If something is going on, security has it easier too, and all the people of the city and other even other cities, they know where to go to when they want to have some fun. Not just for some fun. I mean, on a day too, to have their day. I mean, if they go in the city and find something, it's no problem. They go in the city. They go always in the city where they want to go. But there is something else too. It's not a competition towards the other people. No, it will not be a competition towards the other people because the other people have their customers and they like it. They go over there when they like it. But something like that is for the other events where people do go to or want to. It's something good, right? The people of the city can go over there too. Kids can go over there too on a day, as usual, because on a day you don't have the nightlife. Yeah, yeah. Teens can go over there on a day too, and then at night the grown-ups can go and stay because I mean nighttime is not for the kids or the teens. They're not allowed to go in, right? They are allowed to be till 12 o'clock if parents sign something, but not longer. It's something else if they are in the resort in a way of not going in a disco. Oh well, if they are in the resort, being on a vacation with their parents, yes, can go out in that place, and they can go to whatever. Can make little things for kids in there too. Kids, even for the night, they can do things if they are on vacation, right? Or in the hotel and go out. Yeah, you can't do that. That's allowed then. Then it's allowed, but it's not for them. It's not allowed to go in the discotheques. And the discotheques need to say when it would be built like that. And there are people on vacation, and there are kids or teens and going out in the night of their room and walking around. To be honest, these are not allowed to go in the discotheques, and they are not allowed to go in a particular area of the resort where it's too much of grown-ups nightlife. Right? They are just allowed to go in a particular area where you maybe have a restaurant where you have the restaurants a little bit and maybe a bar. But not that they go in a bar. They're not allowed to go in a bar. But to have maybe a restaurant still open. And the restaurant still can have open in the nightlife in the night too, right? That means they don't need to just have open on a day. They can have open in the night too. That means day life, nightlife, all together. For people with kids or teens, for the nightlife, oh well, they normally parents should watch out that they don't walk around too much, or there needs to be an area where it's limited that the teens are really not allowed to go in at night, where it's cut off and say no, right? And the whole area can be cleaned up by having security, having people in there who clean up and see that everything stays clean. And nice. Plus, there can be little area for more teens or kids as well. It's just an area for them to have extra something for the day for them over there that they just can do. Because the other stuff is the other stuff. But I mean, if teens walk through the city and have the bars and the restaurants somewhere, it doesn't matter. Okay, just with the discotheques on the day they are allowed, they're not allowed in the night. No, that is a no. They're not allowed in the night. That is not. If something would be allowed, maybe by the Illuminated Sparkles main entrance inside the discotheque, maybe making something small for the teens because they are on vacation, but without alcohol. That means there is no alcohol. There's no alcohol, and the parents need to be. If they go on a vacation, they need to. If they go on a vacation, or if somebody wants to stay inside with the bungalows and everything, they have kids. They need to be willing and need to give a guest to that they can go in that little area even at night if they go out of the house. They need to give a guess to it, then they are allowed to go in it, but there will not be alcohol in there. There will be team stuff and music. Yeah, they can have their music. They can chill. They can act like they can do all that, but no alcohol. And there will be some food within it too. There will be juices, but no alcohol. Juices, cocktails. You can have cocktails without alcohol, just with a juice. You can have ice cream, right? They can have food, yeah, and they can have music loud and dance floor, no problem. They can have all that, right? They can have all that, right? For the teens and the kids, they can have that even for the night. Make an extra area for the inside. For the inside, if people are on a vacation and their kids go out of the bungalow or out of the hotel and want to go do the area because they are on a vacation there, and then want to go walk around. Right. But the parents need to say yes to it and say yes that they're allowed to, and then they can go in there. But that's an extra area. Then they can go in there even in the night if they want. Right. They're allowed to. However, but without alcohol and without that big over in the by the very way, there will be no grown-ups but the service members who work there. Right. Service members who work there and service and who do the job there. No other grown-ups, but maybe the parents will be allowed to go because you don't need other people out of the city coming up and then going where the kids are. No, that other subject, no, they are not allowed to go in there. In that way, parents are allowed, people who work there are allowed, but other people are not allowed to go in there because of the security of the teens and the kids. Because otherwise, it gets mixed up, and we have other people out there like grown-ups, right, and weird men who don't know what they are, and nothing should happen to the kids by having their celebration themselves. So, however, I can think about all that stuff, but if I don't have the money, I can't do it. Would I have the money? I could do it. By the way, in Germany, building that, it would probably not even cost so much in Germany because Germany is cheaper, right? And it would probably not even cost so much. That whole area does not even cost so much. That whole area, let's be honest, does not cost shit because the city still owns it, right? Or does anybody else own all these pieces? So it does not cost shit. The building costs something, and then you get a lot of money in. Everybody gets a lot of money, and the city gets money in too by it, right? Not just everybody else, and not just the item. No, everybody gets something in, and the city gets something in too, right? However, I'm gonna cut this off. I could not. It did not function. It did not function. I'm sorry. It did not function. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go further. I'm gonna make a live stream later doing my jewelry. Right? Probably. I made. I got my stuff a little bit, but I did not get everything. I wanted to work on my stuff today, but I just got a little bit, and something is missing, so I could not start. Maybe I'm still gonna do. I have something little I still can do. Maybe we'll do that later. Maybe not. But I'm gonna cut this off now, and I'm sorry. The live stream got a fail. because that 3D home, 3D thing did not work out. I mean, that's a big subject over here because if you see Nuremberg, right, and you have Furt over here, that's a big area. If you do that with a big area, right now we have a discotheque over here, right now over here. We have a discotheque down here. No, where over here somewhere over here. You have a discotheque somewhere over here, then over here, then over here, over here. It's a single. But I mean, everybody stays there. They stay there. Maybe all of them want to open a new one in that place. All kinds of restaurants. Yeah, no, it would be a good thing. I don't have the money, but if I would get the money, I would start instantly, and it would be done in a year, right? Get the people together, get the architects together, get the few together, get everything together, and it would be done in a year. And everybody, even out of Germany, or even out of other countries, whoever wants to go on a vacation there because they know they can go, they can see it, right? They can see it, they can go. Right? Anybody in Germany want to go, they can go, right? No problem. Anybody want to have nightlife day long and night long? You go. You have a lot of people who want to have nightlife, day life, and party. And some of them can't go on a vacation. So making things like that is a good thing for particular cities and particular countries, right? That they even can go in the country and have that life. Even they can't go in other countries where they want to have it, and maybe they want to have it in their own city too, but they can't. They don't have the money. So that's just little amounts going out, right? And that is not a cost. That is not a cost. That is a cost to build it. Zero. But all that cost of building comes back put back in the moment it's built and it goes out and everything gets paid and everything comes back in, right? All that money comes back in how and with what it got built, okay? And it goes further to get more and more and more. And the people of the surroundings who can't afford it, they can live a life having fun too and being happy in their lives too by going over there, right? Where they normally can't even see a other country or a beach or otherwise things. They can't see it because why? They see it online, but it does not matter. They don't feel it. They don't know how it is. They don't. They can't have their happiness and they can't relax because they can't go in another country because they don't have the money to go on a vacation like over here. A lot of people here in the town, they never even were on a vacation. They never were in another country. They're just sitting there and being hooked to their little apartment in another way, going shopping, going to work and going back home and maybe going to a restaurant a little bit, but otherwise not doing much. And some other things I want to do too. That's something else too. It's for kids, teens, and grown-ups something good. Definitely for the people who like the lifestyle of party, restaurants, bars, events, even concerts, a swim bath, a swimming pool, with relaxing view. Even browning yourself. You don't even need a solarium. If you go on that beach there, if you go on a beach inside that dome with that little ocean, you make a way that it seems like an ocean with waves, right? If you do that, right? I mean, the people can go in there, lay on a beach, and they can even get sun. And why can't they get sun? Because you put some sunlight within it that you can get brown, but in a particular, it needs to be a particular strength because it is not allowed to be too strong. Because if it's too strong, right, they will get a sunburn. But then they don't even need to go in the solarium. They can go in there, right? Get sun. You sit down. Otherwise, and I need the dome to have the possibility. Some of the dome have a possibility that it can open in the summer, right? Because that is a good thing. And by the way, it saves electricity in the summer. So yeah, I know electricity company buy things like that. Electricity company gonna get a lot of money in that too. So, alright, I'm gonna cut this off. Okay, bye bye, people. I can't see if anybody's